We can test it anyway. Can you hear me okay, sweetie pie?
Test, test.
Sweetie pie, honey bunch. You know I like it.
Can't touch the butt.
Is it okay, honey?
Even though I want to. Yeah, it's fine.
Honey, we sang stupid shit to test the mic.
Sugar wife, honey butts.
And I'm like, honey, how's the fucking mic? And you're still singing.
Yes. Because I like you.
Everyone enjoy the Yume Tuki music before I start up. I'm getting the first shit in. If anyone even knows what that is. There's one person who watches our streams that knows about those games.
It's an 8-bit horror game. That's all I know.
It's not 8-bit.
Everything you say is 8-bit horror games.
I don't think it's 8-bit.
I think it's 16-bit, but...
I don't know. Does that even matter anymore? Who knows?
It's a genre.
I should put the ad first.
It's a genre.
It's a genre. Oh, I have the end of the stream up. Oopsie doopsie. That was the wrong thing to have up. That's my own fault because they look so similar. And then I should just put the advertisement up.
Hey.
Hello, everybody. Please ignore the fact that it said the stream was over.
We are in fact
I'm still getting used to shit. It is in fact not over. It is in fact starting right now. Everyone who saw that is probably like, what the fuck? That's my own fault for making them both look so damn similar.
Everything.
I thought I was going for a fucking theme. Turns out, I'm dumb.
Everything was just, it was in fact mind-blowingly beautiful. We're surprised you didn't see it. It's up on the Discord, meow.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the 4th stream for the month of February. Halfway through the month already. And we still have 2 streams left, though, so we should get to everybody. Mm-hmm. Tonight we are doing Artsy Faye. They're going to be first, because obviously I got their stuff fired up right there. We're going to be doing Shy Pliers, Kitties, and ACOG Muffins. So, cool. Since we have her up, we're gonna, and she's here, we're gonna, oh, I shouldn't assume your gender. I just assumed it because of your character. I'm sorry. I will do theirs first.
Yeah.
I mean, my character when I played D&D was a guy, so.
You summoned a feline. Hello, feline, welcome.
Yeah, everyone was confused because they kept talking about me in the Discord. While they'd be like, she needs to go first. It's like, oh wait, Walter needs to go first. Like, it's cool, bro. I don't care. Chibi knows my Walter monocle.
Moniker.
I'm gonna make her all squishy. I think I'll look cute with the fuck you.
Angie cat.
Her ears need to be down too because she grump. And Scar.
When it would be like over to the side, like they do the ear to the side thing.
Yeah.
I had to do hand motions because I ain't got ears. Hi, Chibi Mel.
Hi, Chibi. Chibi knows Walter.
The hoe of the wasteland.
I named my character from my first D&D game Don Walter.
Hey.
And yeah, he was a slut. Of course. She knows very well Walter's sluttiness.
It's in the name.
What's that emote? Is that Chibi and bushes? Yes! Yep. Oh my god, I love it! Dude, Chibi, next, if you ever do that, if you ever want to change that, you should do the Homer Simpson one, where he's like going into the bush. And then just Chibi like this. That would be a fun one to animate. Chibi being engulfed by her own kind. The bush is also made of plants. Are they made of Chibi, or is she made
of the bush?
The plants? Who knows?
She screams.
For she does not know. I just think it would be double funny because, you know, you're a plant.
That sounds like some thinking. Draws a knife. We don't do that around here.
I've been kind of wanting to make Chibi a sprite the way I make my little sprites. These little guys. Because I think Basil looks a lot like her hair if you like just pulled it down a little bit. So I think it'd be fairly easy. I might do that in my spare time sometime.
Sure, Chibi, why not?
Yeah. Doom.
Doom's just like...
Oh, speaking of spawns. I was watching the latest episode of To Your Eternity. Now, I've read the whole manga, so I know what's gonna happen. But I forgot that in this episode... she's so cute! That, once Fushi can start bringing 3 of the characters back to life and basically spawning on anywhere he's made the town, that they decide they know how to fast travel now.
Yep, that's how it works.
Because he sent them out to like research something in the field, and they're like, oh man, we gotta go back to the town now, but it will take like a while. And he's like, it's okay, I'll spawn you a horse. And they're like, is this loaded? And they shoot themselves so he can spawn them out of his fucking town he made.
Yeah.
I forgot they did that. And they kept doing it to get places faster in the town during the fight in front of humans. Just like
time to respawn, slits throat.
Oh yeah, it's across the town. Shoots fucking face. Hey, can y'all burn this for me?
That sounds far too long to walk. Blam. I mean, fair. Yeah, that's fine, but
I just forgot they did that. Because Fushi was like so traumatized when he realized, because that's the point, he realizes he can bring people back from the dead instead of just making a lifeless corpse. So he sees them and he's got this big trauma, and then they're like, yeah, we can fast travel by just killing ourselves. Poor boy.
Don't worry, our good buddy will bring us right back, blam. I
still don't think this boy knows what sex is, and people are shooting themselves in front of him.
That's fine, just make another one, apparently.
That's how sex works, right? You just respawn.
Oh look, Steve's back. Hi, bang. Oh, forgot to get my mail. Bam. It respawns by the mailbox.
It's fucking nuts.
Well, that sure seems like a long walk. I don't want to. Blam.
I'm a little worried about this season because it seems like they really don't have a lot of budget.
Yeah.
That's my... The original one seemed to have some good budget near the beginning, but it didn't really, like, it used it sparingly because obviously they had to redraw a whole guy reforming from gore and sinew. Like, that's obviously kind of a bit of an animation.
A little bit of...
It's still one of my favorites, though. But I don't know if they're just saving it, because I thought they might be saving it for the fight. Because they are basically having siege warfare on screen. But it still seems kind of low quality, so I think, like, they just probably didn't make enough money.
Yeah. I mean, like...
Which I'm not surprised. Everyone says my favorite animes are boring. I've had people say, like, oh yeah, I stopped watching that at the first episode because it was boring. Fuck you, it's really interesting. It's so cool, though.
Yeah, depending on what goes on, too, it might, like... Siege Warfare, you kind of flub it, because you don't really need to show a lot and get away with a lot of it, because, like, you know, you can have the implication of lots and lots of catapults. You don't
well, there's also not... The catapults actually spawn from the ground. It's pretty cool. Because the knockers learned how to use that stuff before Fushi learned it. But, I think it also doesn't have any... Like, it does technically have waifus. But I guess they got the brain of a dude in them. Or at least a sentient being that can turn into women that isn't necessarily a woman.
Yeah, I mean, you did have one waifu. Remember she kept trying to get up on his grill?
Oh, I loved him, and I loved her, and I would buy a figure of her or Kohaku. They're both, like, I just love it.
Because you got Beefcake waifu, you got Bad Touch waifu.
Chainsaw Man, I feel like it starts out kind of weak, but it does get really good, like, after episode 5, so you're in the good parts.
Yeah, she said she just hit 8 and 9.
Once you get out of that damn hotel... I was so bored that whole thing. And it, like, had such bad tone problems.
I mean, that's a lot of the anime, but...
Yeah! There was something today. What was it?
Buddy Daddy.
No, I was thinking it was... You know how I thought, the main character of Chainsaw Man was possibly, like, mentally slow.
Yeah.
I learned something today that made me think that again, and I forget what it was.
I mean, most of
But
the
it was something,
does.
and I'm like, are you sure? Oi.
I mean, we know he didn't get a proper education.
It's
We
not
know
that
didn't
he
eat
doesn't
well.
have an education. It just seems like he's kind of, like, got the brain of a 5-year-old, it feels like.
He didn't eat well, and he wasn't really exposed to, you know, people.
I don't know, it's just when you can easily distract someone with just some bubble gum, I wonder about their mental level.
Plus, he does have a demon in him, so...
Yeah, that's the thing, like, I kind of get it with Power, because she's a demon, she's not a people. Of course she's not going to know people shit, but the fact that you can take this basically nearly grown teenager and be like, here's some gum, shut up, and they just eat the gum and shut up, and I'm like, are you sure?
Free gum. Also, like I said, he was kind of reconstituted by a
Yeah,
corgi.
I guess.
So... we don't really know that corgi put him back together too well.
Yeah, I wonder what kind of dog Poochie would even be. You would
Corgi.
think Corgi.
I just 100%. Something stupid is all get out. Yeah, I don't think he had education either.
Yeah, but it's not the education thing, because there are stupid characters. There are characters who are stupid, and there are characters that are not educated.
Yeah.
But he just has the mentality of like a 5-year-old.
Yeah.
So I'm always just like a tiny bit uncomfortable. Because we've had like homeless characters, like that chick from that one show where the guy gets like an experimental super child in his house. She was homeless, and she didn't come off. She was homeless and uneducated. She didn't come off like that.
Yeah.
And like I've had a bunch of shows that had homeless people. I mean, I think of it's not the same, but Tokyo Godfathers.
Yeah.
God, I really want to rewatch Tokyo Godfathers.
And Chibi's saying that he was raised by the mob, and they didn't really raise him to do anything other than just murder demons. So they probably
Raised
didn't
is an interesting term.
Yeah. I don't think they really did much of anything other than, like, this is how you wipe your butt, this is how you eat food, if you get any, shut up, go kill things. That was probably it.
I don't know, maybe, like, I think it might be, like, the demon part of it, but I kind of just wish they'd, like, explain it, because every time he acts like that, I feel very uncomfortable.
Or who knows, maybe he's already being partially mind-controlled by the hot chick.
We're all mind-controlled by her. She's awesome. She's the best character in that show!
Yeah.
And I want a figure of him.
It kind of comes off as, like, her, you know, because we know that she's super turbo evil. It kind of comes off as her being like, okay, I can't have him be but so stupid.
The crybaby girl annoys the shit out of me.
Yeah. Her being like, haha, I'm actually secretly a turbo murder machine, and it's just like, then why don't you shut your mouth ever? She was the most miserable experience of that hotel episode.
One thing that really made me cringe was when she was like, yeah, I did this instead of, sex work. And she's like crying, and it's just like a joke, and no one touches on it. Like, this is probably a big part of her character.
Yeah, no. Mm-mm.
No, I'm just suffering in the background. They're not gonna talk about it,
no.
I guess, yeah.
Don't want to be anywhere near that.
But it gets better after the hotel chunk, because, you know, things are just better written a little bit.
Yeah.
The art style in Chainsaw Man is just so damn good, though. It finally starts living up to that.
Yeah. It really was just like that hotel one. I just the whole time I was waiting for the hotel to eat her. Like, I legit. It's like, okay, I know people talk about this chick a lot, so she can't be getting eaten here, but at the same time, I really want her to get eaten here.
Well, I know the blue-haired guy dies.
Mm-hmm.
I thought his relationship with his superior was really good.
Yeah, the one-eyed lady. I liked her a lot. She was fun.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's implied in the OP.
Yeah, we assume he does, because, like...
Yeah, that's why he's got such a dead face throughout the whole OP.
He's got a dead face in the OP, and there's that one part where he's, like, covered with the snow and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, there's all the symbolism there, so, like, it's bound to happen.
See, that guy feels like the normal level of stupid in a shonen anime.
They do.
Everyone else is like, are y'all okay?
Yeah.
But the opening's so good!
Yeah, the opening's really good.
And all the EDs are unique.
Mm-hmm.
And they're all really good. The art style in that show is crazy.
Yeah.
I keep thinking back to the, that one scene where she's standing in front of all the empty desks. And she's just out of the shadows. It's the composition's so good because she just talked to those guys earlier, and the red-haired girl is like over here, and the composition is these are all the light coming past all the empty chairs, and there's just one guy left because all the other guys died, and she's in complete darkness, just out of the range of his light. And it's shot from above, and that is such a good shot. Oh my god.
Because the thing is, the guy really wanted to do movies.
It's so good! The fucking composition of the shots in that show are just amazing. Like, I've never seen a better looking show than Chainsaw Man, period. I think it's possibly, just from the composition and stuff like that, it's the best looking anime I've ever seen in my life.
Drunk.
I don't have any drink.
Wait, you got it right there. Is it empty?
It's empty.
Oh, okay.
I don't really want more soda though.
What would you like?
I have my water bottle in there. Can you give me some water in my water bottle, please?
Sure. Do you want anything added to it?
Nah, I'll just drink it as is. Thank you. I should rewatch Chainsaw Man just for the art. There's a reason all the art nerds are super hype about it.
Yeah, Jimmy, the art nerd.
Oh yeah, it's down here.
Huh?
Oh, talking to people on the thing.
Oh.
I'm working downwards hair-wise. There we go.
Acquire your cold water.
Thank you, sweetie.
Here is your cold water, wife.
I don't feel like putting anything in my sippy cup.
That kind of puts...
But when you get down to this water bottle is more like a sippy cup because it has a little sippy tube.
It has a nubbin.
The G Fuels don't have little sippy tubes as far as I know.
Well, some do.
Oh, I don't have that one.
Not like the G Fuel ones, but like shaker cups, you can get ones with nubbins. Apparently Melissa has a nubbins on hers, or maybe a straw.
The nubbins make it hard to clean, but fun to chew on.
That's on brand.
That's why I get these water bottles, because they have the little rubber tops and I can chew on them.
Yeah.
They are so hard to clean. You know, I haven't played Yume Tuki. I should go around and do that sometime.
Yay! Emote. That always makes me laugh.
You make me laugh.
Oh, yay! I love you too.
Should actually make this the edge. Let's put the scar in before I forget it.
Hey, don't move the layer, it'll escape.
Doom, why you head so empty?
Hey. Presents head empty.
Animal skin. Oh, Doom, go to sleep then!
But Doom works in the afternoon. Doom needs to not be asleep right now.
Doom. Go sleep.
If Doom sleeps now, Doom will be sleepy at work time tomorrow.
That's not my problem.
Next day, some kind of critical infrastructure thing just turns off. Where's Doom? Not my problem.
I don't think I know what Doom does.
No one knows what Doom does.
That's fine. I wouldn't want people on the internet to know what I do either. Oh wait, they do. They pay me for it.
Mm-hmm. I was gonna say, they're literally watching you.
Yeah, oops. I forgot I had the rainbow on. You want rainbow eyes?
Head empty, only caramel dancing.
Caramel dancing. I remember I saw a post was like, it has a dance? And I was like, oh my god, kill me. I'm so old.
You baby. How
Fades
do you not
into
know
dust. Dies.
Fucking Avengers just evaporates into dust. Poof.
But more people have been putting out the dance bases because it's up to the artist to draw more of the dances, so it's always up to the artists.
In our defense, it's funny to watch y'all do stuff and then just spread it around like art chlamydia.
That is true.
Y'all come up with neat
What
stuff.
are art memes but art chlamydia?
Mm-hmm.
People can get all pissy about art memes too, especially animation memes.
Why?
I don't know. But they'll get
fun.
super pissy and it's weird to me. It's like, why? Who the fuck cares?
Bruh, it's just for fun. Can't you enjoy something for 1 minute?
But then again, I don't animate at all, so.
Without trying to diagnose that mystery boil.
Sawbones! It's probably the only podcast I always listen to when it comes out, unless they do a live show.
Yeah.
The only good thing about COVID is all my podcasters stopped doing live shows.
This is true. Ah, yes, this is exactly what Power Rangers is about.
Do they have American football in Japan?
I don't
I've
believe
seen
so.
it sometimes, but I don't really think it's that big. I know there's rugby because a rugby anime came out a while ago. And I know there's like Touchdown whatever, like that's an older manga. The only way I know about sports in Japan is manga. It's like just one of my them there animes. Just like one of my they them animes.
Half of anime.
Fushi. You've heard of the singular they them. Get ready for the plural I. He did find the March handprint in the newest episode, though. Woo! Which means he'll find March eventually.
Which means there's a small unsupervised child running
There
loose
is!
in the entire
She's
city.
literally running around the town while everyone else is literally, like, boarded up into their houses because Fushi, like, is the house. So he just, like, closed off all the windows and stuff for everyone while this little toddler is just running around a fucking war zone. It's crazy. My stupid little baby. Well, she's gotta find her son.
Aw, people are drawing little, like, OCs for that Pip-Pee thing.
Why the hell not?
Very cute.
I just hope he fucked that dragon.
You know he did. Throws that princess, runs off with the dragon. This is fine.
That was pretty funny. I think so, yeah. She likes all her pics. She'll probably end up using it.
Yeah?
Everyone likes your pics, Chibi. Your pics are good. I keep thinking about that, like, boob pic or Mob gets it with Mob in the blender. Ugh. No more Mob Psycho. Paul, how will I survive without Mabu? My dad's left me.
Are they gonna do any more of Mabu, or is it done?
No, Mabu's done.
Wow.
I've lost my anime dad.
Hey. Your terrible uncle who teaches you card tricks and
No, he's my dad.
Who teaches you card tricks and how to steal.
He's top DILF, Paul. He's my dad.
What are we gonna learn today? I'm gonna teach you about credit card fraud.
No, actually, like, he doesn't really do anything too illegal. Like, he won't take payment if he feels like his services haven't helped people. But he will lie about what his services are. But he still solves people's problems. So there's a difference. There's no credit card fraud here.
Except for his rates. Oh! But, like...
I don't know if his rates are actually that bad, come to think of it.
I don't... Half the time we see him, like, just doing, like, random fucking prices for stuff.
Who the fucks knows?
At some point, somebody does pay him, I think.
Yeah.
He pays rent.
He apparently makes okay money.
Yeah.
And now that he has the new guy with him, he does have, you know...
Actual
someone
capacity
to help him that's not a high schooler. Or middle schooler, sorry. He's got a high schooler. He's not even a second year middle school till the end of the anime.
Of course I pay rent. The rate here is dirt cheap. How much do you pay?
That's probably what he'd say, yeah.
How much do you pay? Well, they thought it was cursed, so I said I uncursed it.
That's probably what he did, yes.
Like, turns out it actually is, like, horrifically cursed. No one
Mob would know.
No one actually owns the place. The guy he keeps paying because he thinks it's the landlord is just a fucking ghost. Mob doesn't have the heart to tell him.
Mob would fucking know, and he'd probably get rid of the curse. It's very easy for him.
Mm-hmm.
Mob wouldn't let his shisho be cursed.
He just assumed that he just assumes that he knows that the landlord is a ghost, and so he doesn't exercise him. Everyone is really concerned when they just see him hand some cash to thin air and it vanishes.
Mob knows he's not a psychic. I don't think his new assistant knows.
You gotta figure everybody knows. That just, like, humor him.
No, a lot of people don't.
Like, how many of the actual psychics...
I'm pretty sure his brother knows. But the psychics that they fought in season 1 that showed up in the second season, they still all think he's, like, actually dude. Hi, Shy Player. You're next.
Yes.
Prepare thy loins.
Yes, you're next.
Prepare thy loins.
Yeah.
That sounded dirty.
What weapon do you use? A thunderhammer. No, on the battlefield. Oh.
My penis.
Bounce, 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 bounce. I'm on my bouncy ball chair because
I don't think I could be on my chair and bounce. Okay.
Oh, this is the first one for the night. It is now going to be rainbow colored. Good
We've
news.
only been on here for 30 minutes. I don't draw that fast.
I mean, you do.
Shut up.
Demonstratively, you do.
Shut up.
Yep.
It depends on the piece. I can draw sands in about 15 minutes. No, it was like 50 seconds.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you whipped that one out super fast.
He's very easy to draw.
Angie kitty.
Especially in my style. Like, my style's so short and fat.
Like me.
You're not short and you're not fat.
One of those is correct.
Now! Oh, you get to talk bad about yourself.
If you do it, I do it.
No. I haven't said nothing. I just said I'm not that fast. I'm not 30 minutes fast.
Hey.
This isn't a fucking Domino's.
Little Caesars just roll up and he's like, here's your art. Go away. What, is it any good? It's hot and it's fast. Go away.
Hot and ready art would just be your character here.
Yeah. And like the
I've never really done those except for like the Animal Crossing villagers. I've thought of doing some, but it never like clicked.
what's the one that's like the little, it's like the little generator one. You can like change all the little bits and bobs on it to make a little character, but they all look similar.
Picross or NFTs?
Picross. I mean, same diff really, but NFTs are just Picross for dudes. And yeah, it would just be like a Picross thing, but like a little Caesars. Roll in, go to the Picross, get your character made, fuck off. $5, go away.
Picross, what normies use for avatars.
I mean, yeah, if you don't know how to art and you ain't got money, that's a start.
Pay someone.
If you ain't got money was the sentence.
No. Pay artists. Give artists monies.
If you ain't got no money to give an artist. Or if you have no art.
Oh no, I took her outline! I'm stealing it. She's now like this.
There you go, it's now artsy.
I thought I had merged her. Oh no!
What did you not? Oh, it's her hair braid. Well, her scar stayed with it this time.
It did, yeah. Just disappears all the time.
Plap the cat with
It's because things like tattoos and scars are always in a separate layer.
Mm-hmm.
Dot, dot, dot.
Oh, what if you had a little heart emoji for the heart?
No.
Heart? But like,
It's too nice. I'll shrink it a little so it fits with it.
Just like the idea that you just plapped the cat with the cheese and now the scar is gone.
I mean, I did draw her with cheese on her face last night. That was funny.
How to deal with the local house cat.
Plap.
Cheese plap.
I wish I just had a cheese I could put on things.
I mean, if you got a big enough cheese block and you can put it on anything.
Bad girl, cheese to face.
Just plap.
Hang on. Plap.
More cheese.
More cheese! More cheese!
Yeah.
No, I'm not bad for talking pit crew. That's just a stereotype with like artists.
Like that's the thing, like pit crew would be like a really good thing to kind of spitball an idea and then hand it to the artists so that they can like
yeah, pit crews really help
reference.
with commissions, honestly. I've had people use that before. But guess what time it is?
Creature!
I just think of the cat meme because that guy who draws the really nice animated boobs also draws the cat getting the cheese on the face.
Uh-huh.
So when I see boobs and cat, I think cheese on face. Alright, what's special about the creature tonight, Paul?
You should draw a creature version of Kokoro.
No!
Hey Nebula!
Let's draw a kitty autism creature.
Hey Nebula throws a cucumber in front of her.
I think I've drawn cats being scared by cucumbers for this before. Legit. She's gonna have ears.
Just see her fucking yeet to the
And now
ceiling.
she's got a little face. No, she can't have happy face.
Nebula does a double move. Can't do anything after running from the cucumber.
If we ever go up against like a cat creature, I'm gonna use my phantasmal force to make them think there's a cucumber.
Throw a cucumber at it. Unfortunately, the Displacer Beast now believes that it has a slice of cheese upon its face. How will it react? Plap.
And she's like, yeah, with little paw pads. She's an upset cat. It's a sad cat meme. There we go. Alright, first one. Now Shy Player. Octopuses have paws, right?
If they steal them. My paws meow.
I thought you were doing the fucking caramel dancing thing behind me. Oh my goodness. Shia Plier.
Ooh, oh, wow. Oh, good scritch. Oh, I should turn on my alarm for tomorrow.
I do forehead kisses.
Oh, forehead kissy for wife.
No.
Too late.
No kisses.
Too late.
No.
Too late, Hoffman.
Mwah. And we'll not cover up the Octism creature tonight. We lost her last time.
Merged it into another layer.
She got covered under the reference images and disappeared. Furries. Everything's so big and everything else is so small. You're all furries, you're just different levels. You got the cattier furry and you got the furry.
You got the fantasy furry. You got
Do cattier girls count as furries?
Yes.
I always counted them as furries.
Although sometimes they're only anime waifus, it depends. If they have the cat ears and the behavior, then they're furries.
Well, she got cheese on her face, that's a very cat thing.
Yep, there you go. Oh, you've been declared a furry. There apparently was one older anime where it did have cat girls and they did like push stuff off counters and sharpen their claws on shit.
I want them to just pee on things they don't like.
Well, that's boy cats. Girl cats don't generally do that.
I still want it. I think it's fun.
Honestly, just the idea of Nebula just like looking at Kokoro dead in his eye and then just shoving something off the counter at him is funny.
Now that would be fucking funny.
Just, don't you do it. Don't you fucking
it's
do
like
it.
A potion.
Just like looks him dead in his eye and just pushes the mug off the top of the bartender.
You don't tell me what to do. Bitch. I had a yawn.
Melissa's over there with a squirt bottle.
Oh no, do you not want this one? We can do it a different stream if you want. Because I'm fine with like, I can pick someone else and then do yours at a later date. We have plenty of weekends left in the month.
Hey. Or even just later tonight if you have like your idea for your changes already kind of thing.
Before I start this anyway.
Hopefully they didn't get caught with an ad.
Ha! Okay.
Okay.
Because it doesn't hurt me no ways.
Hey.
I got more bitches to draw.
Hey. Hit me. I'm the bitches.
Yes.
Hee. Bounce. I just remembered I still have ice cream.
You do have ice cream. You also have mushrooms.
No, I don't.
Oh, you eat the mushrooms?
I did.
Oh, good boy.
They're gone. The choco mushrooms are gone.
We can buy more choco mushrooms.
No. I mean, yeah, but no. They're bad for me. Well, they're dark chocolate, so they're less bad for me, but still.
Dark chocolate can't be that much better for you than regular chocolate.
It has much less sugar.
Oh. Is he the one getting But you said, kisses on the heads, right? I could have you holding him in, if you want forehead kisses, I can have you holding him, like, in your arms. We always draw the thin man holding the lady. Like this. And then he'd be sitting here. Oh, but you could be holding him. That would be cute. Do you want him sitting in your arms while he kisses you? Like this. This is obviously high art.
Smoochy face.
And he's like, "Oh, I love you so much."
Hey, tall boy sitting in lap.
And you would be like, "I'm crying tears of joy."
High art.
High art. Let's cut yours. This is what my sketches look like anyway.
Secretly, she is doing the talk, but I am actually doing the art. That's why it looks this way.
I wonder how long it would take people to convince that. Like, what layer?
Oh, I'm pretty sure they'd know immediately. When you're a head taller than your spouse. Yeah. Fun. We are actually almost the same size. She is an inch taller than me. So.
I always draw the thin man holding the lady like this. I don't know, my sketches look kind of the way you draw. Maybe not like the faces and stuff, but the rest of it.
Rude.
I'm sorry, honey, you're not very good.
I am not. I have ice cream. Ow.
You're better at, like, real life things.
What, fire?
Yeah. And technology, and knowing when taxes are due.
Meh.
You know, useful crap.
You say that as if art isn't paying your half of the rent.
Well, it is now, but that took a really long time.
Yeah. You built up knowledge and skill base.
And
well,
horny
audience.
people.
That's important for all art.
I find it funny that a lot of the requests, like, aren't that horny, but I guess it might be because it's safe for work, but I still have boobs sometimes. Like, as long as it's Twitch safe, it's fine if it's horny.
I feel like they probably get most of the horny out in the commissions.
You know, people always say, like, furries and monster fuckers and stuff are horny, but it really gets half and half, because sometimes they just want stuff of their characters.
Case in point, just want smoochies. A nice little cutesy thing where they're just having a good time together.
Want art? Insert art!
And you know, sometimes they want to have somebody get, you know, railed into the next dimension. So it all depends.
It really is either or. Stretch your hands. I've been wearing my gloves.
Woo!
Whenever I sleep, Paul says when he kisses me in the morning, when I'm wearing my gloves, I do little kitty squeezies, but I'm unconscious, so I don't know.
And she'll do a little stretch, make her little noises, which are unfair, and then do her little kitty paws. You've done it a couple times. That's cute.
Arg. I think it's because I feel something on my hands when I'm waking up.
Yeah, probably.
Hopefully he's not too small.
Bean.
You baby.
Ice cream.
Thou art baby. I curse you with baby. Oh god, that sounds like pregnancy. Never mind.
I mean,
thou art cursed with baby.
Medieval midwife.
Well, he thinks all my stretch noises are sexy, so.
Yeah.
Gosh.
They literally clipped it on the stream one time.
Shut up.
I'm definitely right.
Shut up.
Oh, they don't get to hear boot up noises?
Oh, I love the little cat murr noises when you first wake them up. It's like one of my favorite things, like... It's so cute though.
Do you see that one picture of the cat? It's like they like to sleep under the pillow, and if you look at the end of the pillow, there's just like a cat in there.
That would worry me so much. I'd worry I'd sit on the cat. I guess you'd pat down the thing beforehand.
Mm-hmm.
But I'd be so worried about that.
That's probably a cat that used to have like siblings, like probably before they got adopted out, and they're used to like sleeping snuggled up with people.
I know. Sometimes when I'm sad, I'll just watch cat videos of cat noises.
You do. Sometimes
It
when you're
takes
happy,
really-
you watch cat videos. of cat
Yeah,
noises.
like everyone's like, here's some ASMR. I'm gonna annoyingly whisper into the mic while I make really annoying noises. But no, I fucking hate that shit. What I want is just cat noises. Just little meows and murphs.
See, she's never had a. Nox is a bit chubby, they say.
Oh, you got it.
She's never had pet cats, whereas
Oh.
I have.
I have not.
I've had
I'm
cats
actually a
and
little
dogs.
allergic.
Yeah.
I think I'm more allergic to the litter though than the
Uh-huh.
actual cat. I think that's what all that dust really fucks with my allergies.
Yeah, but I've had cats and dogs all my life, so I'm used to feline mischief. What was it we were watching earlier today? I was like, oh, it's the guy he just got a brand new kitten and was
Oh,
trying to give it a
yeah.
bath, and I'm like, that is a man who's never had a cat before.
He was apologizing to the cat so much. It was just a little baby orange baby too. It didn't know.
So a new baby owner and a moron get into a shower. The orange cat is like up on the dude's back. He's like, I know, sweetie, I know. It's just we gotta get you rinsed off a little bit. It's fine. You'll be okay.
It seemed like a really sweet cat otherwise though.
I mean, it's orange.
Like it seemed friendly enough. He said he got it off the street, but it seemed really friendly.
Yeah, if you get them when they're young enough,
Whenever I draw furries, they always look like Sonic characters.
yeah, if you get them when they're like that one was just barely above bumper cat, and when they're like that, they're still incredibly friendly. Usually, it only takes like a couple of days to a week to get them to really chill down enough to be handled and stuff, and even then, they may already be.
Does this guy have any clothes? Or is he just naked furry?
Ice cream.
I wish I had a kitty I could listen to purrs of.
Victory yodel.
Then I'd probably just get a cat that screamed.
Mm-hmm.
My dad had a cat, but it wasn't a very talky cat. It was a quiet cat. Yeah.
Yep,
Good.
that's how it works. You can't escape. He do got clothes.
What kind of clothes?
Pants and flannel.
Because there's no clothes on this, so I don't know what to give the boy.
Let's go with blue jeans and flannel because he's a gay furry.
You're a gay furry.
Hey. But yeah, it's so funny because like that was part of the thing when you started dating me. You were like, kitties, and
Yes.
you were like,
Paw pads.
mm-hmm.
Kitty cat.
You were super excited to pet the kitties and see the dogs.
You had so many cats.
First time you had Miko pounce on you to just sit there and nap on you, you about lost your mind. It was the cutest thing.
I still love when when I was sleeping over once at your parents' house and the cat was like whining at the door while we were trying to sleep in. And I was like, we should let him in. And we did. And then I went back to sleep and I woke up to the cat just staring at my face while I slept. And I was like, good morning.
That's how they do. They know when you're waking up before you're like fully booted up, and so they just sit there and stare at you and like,
I want breakfast, human.
you are the snack provider. Why are snacks not falling out of you yet? Do it.
That's all they care about. The snackies.
Do the pets and the treats. Do it. Do it. It's like, chill, you little shit.
We were already pretty awake. We were just like snoozing.
Yeah.
But what are my boot up noises?
Sound like that. The stretchy sounds that you sometimes make. Sometimes you're like, and you lean over.
And then I plop on you.
Because waking up, Melle-d accepts kisses and likes to be snuggled.
I'm not awake yet. I can't stop you. That's how waking up works. I guess I kind of designed your avatar.
Yeah. Because I knew that I wanted
But it wasn't all that complex. It's like fox. Done.
Hand puppet.
Fox puppet.
Because I wanted it to be like a hand puppet. I think they're cool. Puppets are neat. I'm objectively correct.
I guess it needs to be turned more. Yeah, I have one commissioner, bless him, like he'll be like describing the character in super detail and I'll have to be like, what color is it? Like, it's nice you have like the whole background of your character, but I really just need to know like the basis of personality and like what they're wearing. I don't need to know like their history or anything. Unless it's essential to the picture, it does not matter. And then you'll just have people who are like, I'll just do what you want, and then you do it, and then they're like, I'd rather it look like this and this and this, and they send you references they didn't send you before. And it's like, oh my god, I was fucking stupid. No.
Why didn't you do that at the start?
Yeah. It's one of my biggest pet peeves.
Honestly though, like, there's a whole difference between I know what it looks like in my head versus telling somebody that. And depending on how that person is really exposed to some stuff, they may not like our peers.
They don't realize what's not normal.
Yeah.
Like, they have a basic idea of what's normal in their head, and it might not be what the artist thinks is normal.
Right, and so like a person who did like internet RPing, their whole way of doing something or describing something will be entirely different, especially depending on the communities they're in during that RP stuff. Like, I, straight up with Melissa the one time, and she's like, my mate, and I was like, you're either an RPer or a furry, and I know which one you are. Because again, nobody really says mate unless they're like Australian.
Mate.
Oh, I hear a bite.
There we go. Got the Night Vale boots.
Boots with the boots with the boots.
I still can't believe when Cecile won the thing. Do you want the boots or do you want the feetsies out, the little pop-pops? Seems like a shame to lose the pop-pops.
Toe beans.
You're a toe bean.
Toe bean fox.
I'll put a little pause on the face.
No boots.
Pobs.
Only pobs.
Why do all furries talk like babies?
Because I'm baby.
That's true.
Have you met me? I'm baby. It's the new hit furry website, Only Beans. Well, I don't know, actually. I've never actually been on OnlyFans. I was going to say, I'm surprised there's not more furries on OnlyFans.
I think there's a lot of fursuiters.
I would imagine there would be.
Yeah. And I think some artists have OnlyFans, too. Mm. They just post their art there because they have not safe for work stuff.
Oh, that's fair.
And there's, like, there are not safe for work people on OnlyFans.
Yeah.
Ellen DeGeneres is on OnlyFans.
Well, that place is done. But, that'd be interesting to see, like, if there are... I would imagine a lot of fursuiters, maybe cosplayers, too.
Yeah, there's cosplayers, too, yeah.
Like, especially...
That's big.
Like, making their own cosplays.
I kind of thought that fursuits and cosplay was kind of a given if one or the other was on a website.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah,
He does.
Markiplier does. That's why he crashed the site when he posted up the last thing. But he did his Tasteful Nudes calendar.
I want to know if his dick was out in it.
Well, it's a Tasteful Nudes, so probably, but not front and center.
Yeah, they're probably covered. I'm like, Markiplier's a perfectly great guy. And I don't even necessarily want to see him naked. But I feel like if it, like his dick is on display, I need to see it. Because it's like a famous dick, as long as it's consensual.
It is a famous dick.
Yeah. No. I'm just curious, like, don't you want to see a famous person's dick? You can see Rasputin's dick, someone bought it. I forget who it was, I think it was the Kardashians.
Canada's greatest snack machine.
It's like preserved. It looks weird.
Well, I mean, it is a preserved wiener. I can't imagine it would be.
Yeah, I think if his peen was in there, we would have seen it already on the internet.
Nah.
Peens have a way of getting out. As soon as a peen exists, people are gonna find it.
The Witcher's next-gen update has added
Paul, you gotta bother me.
Yeah. Alright, well, I'm about to bother you. They, did the next-gen update to Witcher 3 and apparently added detailed vaginas to female monsters. Cause you know those motherfuckers were modeling it. It was probably on by default for the models they used. Wife has shut down. Please give us a moment while we restart wife.exe.
Does that play all the monsters are female?
Well, a lot of the monsters are female.
Is it just because it's mapped on there? But they don't have to add anything for the penises?
It was probably...
Was it by accident?
Apparently it was by accident, but...
Why not just leave it in there? That seems like a good draw for people, honestly.
But, like, I bet you a lot of the models that they used for the female monsters probably
I'm not horrified, I'm contemplating.
They probably had vaginas by default because they probably used...
God, all the people on that are fucking monster No, because Witcher has its own models, doesn't it?
Well, I mean, like, when they would start. Like, so a lot of times what they'll do is they'll start with, like, a 3D scanned person and then build it out from that. Because it's
Are they humanoid monsters or, like, dragons? Because I'm thinking dragons.
No, like humanoid monsters. This is Witcher 3 where there's a lot of, like, ghouls and shit like that.
That makes way more... I was thinking dragon pussy.
That would be funny.
You say pussies on monsters, I immediately think things like dragons and hippogriffs and all that bullshit.
That would be funny and much
I
better.
didn't think, like, ghouls. Like, yeah, of course. Like, they probably did work from, like, a naked woman.
Yeah. Like, that would be hysterical.
Because I think The Witcher, he fights a lot of giant monsters. I immediately thought, like, giant creature monsters.
You thought it's like ghouls and vampires and...
Really? I don't play The Witcher. I tried it. I was bored. I'm not into high fantasy. Like, that's perfectly I'm not even impressed. Why didn't you just tell me it was humanoid monsters? Of course they have vaginas. All humans have vaginas. Even the men. Vagina. Can't show his chubbiness besides his fat thighs because his tummy's on you. Sorry. But he's got some thick thighs. I am never satisfied with how I make fabric fall. I'm sure it's fun for some people, I just don't really care for the setting. I don't like high fantasy. I have trouble getting into it. I think, like, the only exception is, like, Dragon Age, because there was hot monster people that you could date, and, like, Skyrim, because you can mod the shit out of it.
It may have been because, when they did the, next-gen update...
Sweater off. Woo!
when they did the next gen update, it also included some popular mods in the community. And so that may have been caught in the mod edition. Whoops. In particular, because it was only a few. It was the swamp crones and some of the vampire ladies.
Yeah, I would also put vaginas on swamp crows and vampire ladies. Legit. Let's go.
So apparently, it's a minor oopsie. It got scooped in and lived because nobody thought to look to see if a couple of vaginas had been stuck in. Yes, but they can also be partially naked. Like I said, these are monsters. And incidents can occur to make them quite visible. And yeah, apparently it was an accidental scoop up. Probably.
Isn't there nudity in that game anyway?
There is, but they don't.
So what's it fucking matter?
They don't usually show the junk because most of the junk is not either in scene or not modeled. A lot of them have like the Ken doll situation kind of going on, right? Because it's not really shown, so they didn't model it. And apparently one of the mods sneakily added some modeling. So, whoops.
Makes sense.
Though, like you said, monster fuckers. So if like a griffin landed on someone's face and it had an immaculately modeled hooch, I wouldn't have been surprised.
See, that's what I was legit picturing. 100.
Like, that wouldn't have surprised me either.
But yeah, I'd go for some vampire plus. Let's go.
You would.
Is it mint?
No.
Okay.
There's a shrapnel in there for one of the chocolate ones, though. I think that's it.
He hates mint.
I think that's the chunk that broke off of the chocolate one I had.
Oh yeah, it's chocolate, alright. I like cola flavored candies.
Yeah, right? Aha, not mint. We've determined that you cannot, in fact, tell the smell of the mint one at first. Because I stuck it in my mouth like an idiot. And then went, oh, this is mint.
It's got like a picture of a mint on it.
I don't look at it.
Why don't you look at them? They're shaped like things.
They are not. They're shaped like
Yeah, they are. Some are shaped like lemons. Some are straight like strawberries.
Those just look like generic hard candy shapes to me.
Look. Raspberries, strawberries. That one's a rose.
It just looks like generic hard candy shapes to me, dear.
Shut the fuck up and eat your hard candy. The nice people bought you on Throne.
I'm sorry, I haven't watched enough of those hard candy videos to tell the shapes of...
No. It depends on if you consider vampires undead, really. There's a variation of vampires.
You can make the argument about ghouls, though, because ghouls are usually considered to be dead.
Hell, some zombies aren't considered dead. Like, there is a variety.
Because you can have cannibals.
Because I think a necromancer, not a necromancer, a necrophile probably wouldn't enjoy a living dead person.
Living dead girl.
We are the working dead.
We are the Crystal Gym.
Oh, their little tops match.
Right.
I just noticed that.
They have a name.
I'm gonna punch you. Don't make me do it, bro. I will kill you.
Thinking of top.
No one on the stream will blame me.
That's fair. No, they'll agree. And thinking of top that matches, I told her about this story, but there was a con that I went to one time. And a while back, I actually had a gargantuan fluffy tail because I saw it at a con and I wasn't not gonna get it. It was huge.
Furry.
It was like body pillow size. Just
Furry.
a tail. But like, I had that tail because it was massive and it had like the sparkly like little fabric pieces in it too.
Furry.
So it was massive, it was glittery, it was body pillow sized, it was great. I was walking around a con with that. And as I'm walking around, I all of a sudden just feel like a what? And like I get tugged on and I look and there is this little 5-foot lambent pink twink on my tail. And they're like, oh sorry, it was just really cute. And I'm like, it's all good. And so anyways, I ended up talking to them because they're adorable and tiny. And I start talking to them. And then first, they pull out a drawing thing. And they've got their drawing notebook. And I see the drawing that they're doing on it. And I'm like, oh, fuck. Because I recognize their art from E621. And I knew who it was. I was like, huh. That art. You wouldn't happen to be so-and-so, would you? And they're like, oh yeah, that's me. That's what I put. I was like, huh. Well, you match the art, don't you?
Do I match my art?
Yeah, it's very cute and squishy.
True. But everyone I draw is small.
And you like monsters.
That's true.
But,
I am not small.
You are. You are cute and snuggly. But, like, so that was the start of that. And later on, they're like, hey. But, after that, they were just like, hey, you want to see my boyfriend? It's like, sure, why not? This dude is, like, my height, gruff, has a big duster on, like, you know, the high school trench coat and the massive brimmed hat and stuff.
Yeah.
He's like, hey, babe, I found some new airsoft guns in there, so I got one. And they're like, oh, they like immediately latch onto them and just like, yeah, okay, this is exactly as it should be.
We went to that one con and someone when I was handing out my card, they saw who I was and they screamed and hugged me.
Yeah, that was so cute.
That was rather funny.
You were recognized in public.
That was back during my Undertale days. I was very popular. Someone even cosplayed as one of my AUs.
I feel like nowadays you're probably more popular.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's hard to say. That may just be because, like, I think it was more popular since
I don't
you
think
have
I'm
a
as
more regular
recognizable
audience.
anymore. I think 5'4" is like average for women, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Or is it 5'11"?
No, I think it's like 5'4" or 5'5". I think that's regular, just average.
Okay, there we go.
We just think it's cute and tiny.
I mean, I'm 6, so...
Yep.
Ooh, nice.
See? Everybody in this chat is either gargantuan gorillas like us or tieflets.
It's nice to see taller people, too, because I'm usually taller than everyone, and I like it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a 6-foot tall woman, so I can walk through the Chesapeake Bay without getting my hat wet.
Yeah, it's true. There was an advertisement for that. It's truth.
I even drew me in the Chesapeake Bay with a crab on my head. Nice.
Nice.
Small people be cute, though.
Right? Heck. See, there you go. It's a good combination where you have mountain for the small to climb.
Yes.
Keep the small in your purse. Take them wherever you go.
Yeah!
I'm sorry I can't be your tiny purse husband.
You're my,
Successory.
Yeah, sure. I keep missing spots. Fur patterns.
Do, 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 do. All the partners. You make it sound like you gotta have a Pokemon team of people telling you.
Yeah! I always thought I needed like 1 or 2 extra people in like a bigger bed to feel completely like fully snuggled, so understandable.
Well, from one chest to the other.
Well, like I need someone tiny I can just grab and roll with me back and forth. Like when I flop.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need that. Ah, that's the wrong color. And then I need someone on in front of me, so I can put my head on their chest and my hand on their chest. And I need someone behind me to spoon me. So I need at least 3.
Right.
And then maybe like a dog at the bottom to keep my feet warm.
Yes. Except you keep your feet out of the covers.
Yeah, they'll be on top of them.
They'll sit there and bother them. Especially
No,
if you have
I like to lay on someone's chest, so they have to be on their back. Otherwise, it won't work. And then when I roll over, I will take the tiny person with me in my arms as I roll over. And then the other person has to get on their back. And I don't know, maybe another small person to lay on top of me.
You just want a weighted boyfriend?
Yeah.
That's the thing. As long as it's discussed and talked about openly, that's the important part. Not just surprise.
Surprise, motherfucker.
We've told that story on stream before of a previous partner of mine who decided to just lie out of her ass and try to cheat on me with my best friend, who of course immediately told me.
I won't cheat on you, honey. I don't even want to leave the house.
True.
Ugh, people. Ugh. Oh,
Nice.
I thought you were going after a bug.
I'm just heckling a fly.
Yeah, I was really confused.
No, I was just playing with the dice.
Any partner is a body pillow partner if they're small enough.
Hey.
What are they gonna do? Stop you? Haha.
What was the roll? 15. Decent.
I'll do a roll.
Roll the dice, wife.
14. Slightly less than you.
Woo! What was the DC? Bounce, bounce, bounce.
So many colors.
Bouncer. Hey, bouncer.
No.
Bounce, bounce, bounce,
No.
bounce. I mean, sure, there's all kinds of stuff out there. Heck, you could even go on to FetLife if you really wanted to. I'm sure that place is still around.
Mine isn't so much sexual, I just want a bunch of people to snuggle with.
Mm-hmm.
I can only really have, like, a mental relationship with, like, up to, like, 3 people anyway.
Yeah.
So. Maybe more if I only see some so often.
Bounce, 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 bounce. Hey, bounce.
After 3 people, I don't comprehend anyone anymore.
Yeah. No, we know. Like, polyroman. You can have, like,
yeah, but he mentioned
polycule.
FetLife, so.
Mm-hmm. I never actually really did dating apps and stuff like that, so to be honest, FetLife is really my only exposure to that kind of stuff. I met her purely by coincidence in a book place, and that was that.
Yep.
So.
That's where you meet nerds.
Yeah. I went to a place where I liked the thing that you could do at that place and went from there. Hey. No line art. What? You making a face.
Where's the sketch layer?
Huh?
Ah, shit.
Oh, did it get merged?
No. I can erase it. I was like, why am I seeing the sketch over everything else? You didn't protect me, autism creature.
It only protects you from undos.
True.
Acts of Steve.
I should do it. There you go. Fixed it. Woo!
Wiggledy, 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 wiggledy.
We need another creature.
More creatures. That'd be funny. You know how like Melissa does the custom crows for some people?
Yeah.
If you had a custom crow, would it just be a creature?
I don't want a crow. I'm an octopus. I will only be personified as an octopus. Or some variation thereof, cephalopod.
Octopus with the little pretend wings on some of its tentacles and like a little beak. So it just looks like it's wearing a crow costume.
Nah. Yeah, that'll
cute.
work actually, never mind.
That'd be cute.
No, only an octopus. I will fight everyone for my right to octopus.
Huh. Today I learned the Division 2 is still around.
What is that? I don't even remember. I vaguely remember the name.
That was the America, the MMO shooter. You know, where you played as the government cops after January 6th was successful and everything turned to heck.
Yeah!
I mean, not specifically that. It was actually plague happened because terrorists infected cash on Black Friday.
That's stupid.
But
no one
also,
uses cash.
But also, yeah, it is like play as the cops. You now have the right to shoot people.
I am Cthulhu.
And
I'm Cthulhu.
you are. You're my cute Bruce.
No one can prove me wrong. Look at all these tentacles.
But apparently, that game is still ongoing. And apparently, they dropped an update that fucked up the game so bad. Not in the game fucking up sort of way, but in the, shit, we can't update the game anymore right now. Because we broke the update system.
There was one game by Bethesda, I think. Or Ubisoft, I forget which. But, they had, like, a thing where you had to have the CD in the disk drive to play the game as DRM.
Yeah.
And unfortunately they put in an update that fucked even that up and no one could play their game. So what they did is they downloaded a cracked version and just made that the next update. Basically, you re-downloaded a cracked pirated version. So piracy saved that game. So many colors.
Yeah, so basically, they pushed an update, and it fucked up their ability to update.
Smooth, dumbasses.
So it borked something, and so when they went to go fix it, it just toasted it. So, like, the game is up and running, but
for now,
they couldn't extend the new season as a we're sorry that we fucked things up so bad. And also, they have to completely from scratch build their update system again.
Good.
Because it just fucked itself up so bad.
Stop sucking.
That's what happens with these live service games, bro.
Yep.
They're now on a live service. I didn't even know that game was still ongoing.
There you go, now you know.
Which apparently, Division 2 came out in 2019?
I guess.
Yeah, I know, right?
That was kind of the before time, and everything else since then has been bonked to hell, so...
Yeah, that was BC.
Who the fuck knows?
Everything... I'm just gonna start calling it BP. That was before pandemic. We're now on, what? 3 AP?
I guess, yeah.
Or we're on 4 AP at this point.
Man, we should take some jet. Those action points. Get it? It's a Fallout joke.
Let me find an inhaler and a two-headed cow.
Yeah. People were justifiably pissy about that.
Hey, wait a second. How do you have this drug in this vault? You don't have two-headed cows in the before time?
That's right, it's Super Bowl day. Which I swear happens more than once and no one will tell me about it.
She still has this conspiracy theory that there's more than one Super Bowl.
It always seems to be happening.
We warned you about the Super Bowl, bro. It just keeps happening. I think it's because
I don't care no sport.
I think it's because they just so over-advertise it.
Maybe.
It just feels like it should be here for, like, 2 years. I honestly haven't watched the Super Bowl in years.
Who? And I guess cares.
I mean, the commercials are fun sometimes. That's about it, really. Apparently it's gonna have a good halftime show. Which, again, don't care.
Don't care.
I'll watch it later.
Not gonna watch it at all, don't care. Is there a booby? Don't care.
Muskrat, yeah. I was seeing in my news feed that there may have been something about an anti-Tesla commercial, so maybe that's why he's having a hissy fit.
Anti?
Yeah.
Does he just mean a competing company?
I think it's probably an ad that makes fun of Tesla, but I'm actually reading about it now.
Well, yeah, there's a lot to make fun of Tesla. I'm all for electric cars, but Tesla's fucking stupid. I think Tesla's setting electric cars back now.
Definitely.
Alright, I'm gonna soften this all up.
Some people bought an anti-Tesla ad because of his, supposed full driving thing that isn't. And shows it like, let's see. Car swerves into oncoming traffic, zoom past stopped school buses, cruises through do not enter signs, runs over a child-sized dummy on a crosswalk, and then a fake baby in a stroller.
Yes.
All of which would happen.
All of that is true.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's more information than a commercial. Ah!
It's basically like an anti-mercial. It's pretty funny, though.
I mean, you could just advertise, because other people are making electric cars.
Mm.
They could literally just put up facts and win. And it's because he's a rich douche who no one tells him no.
Yep.
That's what happens when you're a rich douche and no one tells you no, and you literally fire one of your 2 leftover engineers because you're not doing good enough on the internet points.
Yeah, so that's what it is. There's another rich person was like, hey, Teslas suck ass and are dangerous, and spent $600,000 on a fucking Super Bowl ad.
Yeah, I don't care what car gets normalized, because I can only get the cars I afford either way.
Yeah.
It'd be nice if I had more of a choice in the matter, but guess what? I fucking don't.
I mean, honestly, a lot of the whole debate would pretty well go away if you just had, good public transit.
Yeah, I'd rather have public transit. There we go. That's what I want.
Like, legit. You'll notice that part of the reason why America is the way it is because a shit ton of money was spent to make sure there's not good public transport anywhere.
That would solve everything.
Because in most other, sane first world nations, they have things like buses and trains that go all the fuck over the place. And we have none of that. So.
At the very least, some fucking buses.
Yeah. Yeah, like high-speed rails. Like, that could absolutely be a thing, and have that be modernized rails, and that would take a huge chunk out of environmental problems, safety problems, blah, 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 blah. All that shit goes away if you start doing that kind of crap. Unfortunately, America. Since we're basically...
America, fuck us.
Since we're like 40 states in a trench coat, pretending to be a country.
No, we're like 3 companies in a trench coat pretending to be a company.
Yeah.
Pretending to be a country.
I still stand by that if corporations want to have people rights, they should also have people wrongs. So if they fuck up, they are now obligated just like a people when they fuck up. You don't get corporation protections if you want to vote and spend money like a people. Otherwise, shut the fuck up. You don't have people rights because you're not a people.
I'll shut you the fuck up.
Generally with kissies.
Hand puppet for president.
I mean, I would. I'm an American citizen. I was born here.
I mean, there seems to be no fucking standards anymore. Someone who's literally been, you know, convicted of crimes and fucking impeached twice is running for president, so
yeah.
I would think, like, the rules for impeachment is you at the very least cannot run for president again. I would think that'd be the only rules for impeachment.
I would think.
If I got fired from my job, I would think one thing would be you can't work at that job no more.
It is? I mean, we can have a... Well, I mean, like, I guess he's American because he's in the Senate. I assumed that he wasn't, but apparently he is, I guess. But he's also a massive liar, steals people's dogs,
Is
scams.
Santos American? I thought he was Brazilian.
I assumed
He grew up in Brazil.
I assume maybe he's got dual citizenship, but I assumed you had to be like actually a citizen and born here to be part of the Senate.
I don't think so for the Senate. I think it's just president.
Well, either way, we have that clown, and then we have the orange, and we have so many people.
So many, bruh.
And like, you know, even though I don't really watch Extra Credit anymore, yeah, that sounds right. But like, you know, even though I don't really watch Extra Credit anymore, they did have a very good video about how people who run for...
I guess it's never been a problem.
Yeah, because no one assumed that anybody would be a dick enough to do it. But like, you know, people who are part of the Senate or things like that, who have that massive power by voting on stuff, should be fundamentally forbidden from working in anything that they voted on.
Alright, I'm gonna stretch real quick before we start the next one. In the meantime, think of what we should do for the autism creature.
Hey. Hot.
So
Alright,
next
stretches.
this.
Hey. Cat tower. Is it getting little little gifts, like a little tower and a little scritchy pad with the little things that spin around now?
I can work on yours, ACOG Muffin.
Hey, Muffin's here.
Since you're here.
What's that tiny emote? That emote is... Oh, it's another lurker. It's another one of the hello kind of ones.
Right, first we'll give the autism creature a present.
I agree. Cat tower.
Not a cucumber.
Hey. Beeper, Bernie.
Saw that one cat tower that looked like a coffin. That was cool.
Hey. See, if we get enough icons, we could have all four corners of people coming out.
Cat tower. Alright.
Insane.
Let's do ACOG Muffin.
Alright, Tactical Pastry, what was your request?
Tactical Pastry.
What is it? That's what an ACOG muffin is.
You're a tactical pastry.
I don't know. Is it the 10 or the 20?
The 10. This is how we lost the autism creature before.
You merged the layer.
I did not yet.
Hey. It's the sad man doing a sad man dance.
You're a sad man.
Disaster hubbing.
Let's do something depressed and over dramatically shaded.
Overworked and non-paid.
Ooh, might need to look for a reference for this. Let me see real quick.
Is it the guy on the balcony with the cigarette?
That would be funny. That's kind of memey though. They said they wanted it somewhat serious.
Ah, it's gotta work for character art. Yeah. We want you to join the Inquisition.
Yeah, something like this. But more sexy.
One with clown makeup on.
I think of that scene from like Spy X Family, where he like he runs his hand through his hair and it like shifts. But something like this.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you just like don't want the kind of face.
Ooh, that one's good.
Yeah, that looks good.
I think this should work.
Have fun, Shire Enjoy food.
Did we do Shire Players yet?
You just did Shire Player.
You're right. Let me give her the autism creature, because that's what I use now. And then Kitty. And Kitty will be the last one. Unless this goes super fast, which I don't think it will. Because I'm always blown over by that scene in the first episode of Spy X Family where he like takes off the mask and then just runs his hands through his hair and entirely shifts the way he looks.
Hey.
There we go. I had a brain fart. Drank. From my sippy cup with my Animal Crossing cryptid stickers on it. Oh no, it's fine. I'm gonna use this. Because it's at a very different angle. That was just what I was thinking of. Because he's in the car and it's at like a lower shot angle. It's a hot shot though, if anyone wants to watch it. In the last manga chapter where they just finally got out of the bus thing, he's like in full disguise and they're like, don't you want to talk to your daughter after she's been in like a bus hijacking with bombs? And he's like, no, I'm technically supposed to be on a work trip and being around all these SS officers is giving me a stomach ache. Poor boy. He's so tired and Tom's so upset.
He just wants to have a nap.
I mean, in the first episode, he did kind of just collapse.
There's been several episodes where he's collapsed, usually in result of Yor.
Oh yeah, well, she knocked him out. That doesn't count.
See?
And when Anya gets another bolt, well, that's cute. You should send that to me. He does pass out as well. And then we get the flashback of him growing up, which was very good. And I don't know what season they're going to do that in, but the boat arc is first, so I'm looking forward to it.
Oh, is that the Yor cool one, or is it the Yor shot in the butt one?
That'll be next season.
Hmm.
So that should be fun.
Hey.
And they're gonna have a movie. I don't know what the movie is. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, that's the thing about Spy X Family. Like, it's just a series of comedy gags, so it's funnier to watch it.
I think so, like...
Like, you could, it's sort of like JoJo, you can spoil it, but it's still funny to watch. There's not really anything surprising.
Oh, that's good! I'm sorry, guys. I just showed her something absolutely heinous based on Made in the Abyss.
Cause it's like a comedy, so you know they're gonna make it through.
Yeah.
It's just fun to watch them do it. Now, if it was something that really affected the story, hello, I could see being like, oh no, spoilers, but
Yeah.
I think the only thing that was really surprising was Damien's mom in the latest chapter, so I won't spoil that.
Yeah.
Because I really wasn't expecting that. She is hot.
Hey.
All the moms in that series are hot.
It's because they have a decided love of moms in that show. Oh yeah, have you seen this? This is that, it's basically the horror sound effect machine.
What's it called? I forget.
Well, this thing calls it a horror phonic array, and I don't think that's right, but it probably is.
It's like a water.
I think it's a water pipe.
Something.
But yes, as we all know, the moms in that show, hot. Yor beat someone to death with a bag of vegetables.
No, she punched through the bag of vegetables.
That man's dead.
She does jump kick a fucking taser through a dude's fucking mouth into his throat, though. So that's fucking sweet. That's my favorite death.
I mean, she also, like, soccer punted that one guy into the ceiling.
I'm not even entirely sure Yor is sexual in any way. She may be ace. They both kind of just feel like they got more shit going on than they gotta deal with and fucking at the moment. It's always like, are they ace or are they just fucking busy?
With Yor, it's kind of like, is she ace or just stupid?
I swear, I thought both Fiona and Becky were going to fall for Yor during their little things where they were fucking, trying to get with... I even mean romantic. I think she might just be a Arrow Ace.
Mm-hmm.
But, when Becky was crushing on Lloyd and Fiona was crushing on Lloyd, I thought with how, like, they tried to challenge Yor, they would end up being like, oh no, Yor's hot. Both times, and both times they didn't. Yeah, my little, fidget doll. Isn't she cute? I might get more later.
Gonna spin. I saw the thing and I wanted to spin it. She got these little bubbles, little bibbly bubbles.
Just her cheeks go in. And you can play with her hair.
These are pretty nice, yeah.
Yeah.
She's dabbing though, so. That.
Well, honey, it's a toy for children. I hate to tell you this. Oh, wait till she does the strength test.
I think most of the things that Yor does is just, that's concerning.
Yeah.
Remember the dodgeball? Don't worry, sweetie. I'll teach you how to dodgeball. Fucking wrecks the surrounding area. This is fine.
She's a beautiful, strong woman.
Oh no, I messed up and hit it too hard. Fucking juliennes the tennis ball.
She's beautiful and I love her.
Remember the filler episode at the theme park?
Yeah, where she almost killed him. That was great.
Oh, she's had a lot to drink. Uh-oh. I have never seen such an immediate uh-oh face. When she almost took it off.
I mean, Anya's also like a baby, so...
Anya's 5, and her mom is terrifying.
Anya says she's like 6, but I think she might be like around 4.
Yeah.
She's very young. She doesn't have her motor skills. She's actually doing very good for a child her age, honestly.
It would be funny. It's like, just from the years of being around Yor, older Anya is going to be just fucking devastating.
Mm-hmm. She's got a great right hook.
She's going to be just a murder machine by accident.
I like to headcanon that she's eventually gonna play like field hockey.
That's not a very ladylike sport. They watch her just like tackle somebody up into the stands.
It's totally ladylike. See, we don't really know how old she is. She said she was
6.
6. But she pretty obviously lied, which is dumb because Lloyd literally lied to get into the army, and even he was like, alright, a tiny child who wants to get adopted won't lie to me. Nah, he's probably just like, that's the best I can do.
Yeah, it's short notice, we'll take it.
But either way, she's a tiny baby with no schooling who managed to get into like one of the nicest schools there is, so...
Honestly, his thought process was, alright, she's smart enough to lie, so that's good enough.
She's basically going up against the most educated, most well-bred children there are. And she's like a little science experiment goblin baby. Like, it's amazing she's able to do what she did, because she, like, there are plenty of times in the story where she can't actually use her psychic powers on tests and stuff, so...
And one of the first things she did was slap one of those well-bred children.
No, she punched his ass. She did not slap. She punched.
It was at that moment.
She punched his ass across the fucking room.
It was at that moment he realized his first fetish.
He walked into her fist.
That poor boy is down bad.
I would be down bad if a woman kicked my ass too. I think their relationship's really cute.
It is. Well, look at what I did, Anya. Anya. Him. You didn't look at my dog pictures.
Oh no, I dropped this picture of my totally cool dog. That's why I like Anya so much. She really does act like a fucking kid. She's great. She's not too cutesy and she's not too perfect. She's a little goblin.
It's been a lot of fun. I really enjoyed that. I love a woman that can kick my ass. I think we all go back to that Johnny Bravo episode of Mama warned me about a woman like you. I'm glad to see she was right.
It's amazing we were allowed to watch Johnny Bravo as children. The 90s were just like fucking wild.
Who cares? Good luck. I mean, look at Dexter's mom. They knew what they were drawing.
The thing is, the huge asses in animation came because they didn't want them to do big boobs. They thought boobs were too sexy, so they did big asses.
Yeah.
It's literally like the censor's fault.
We're gonna censor things. I mean, we're still gonna make these moms hot. I mean, we know, but just no tits. Alright, but this is on you.
That's literally what they did. No joke.
I mean,
Because I've learned about this, and they literally told them, it was like, no tits.
Okay.
It's like, alright, ass.
Alright, fine. We're still gonna make them hot. Yeah, we know.
Are you really that attracted to Dexter's mom, though?
I mean, I like fat asses.
That's true.
Yeah. I am a butt and leg man. You know this. The Disney porn closet.
Yeah.
Is that the one where they're like, look, people are gonna draw stuff about your characters. We're just gonna get this out of the way now. This is what happens to your character. Get used to it. That's the one. Yep.
There's also a story, I'm not entirely sure how true it is, where apparently while Walt was still alive, they made like a little porn thing of Mickey and Minnie.
Huh.
Like a little short, and showed it to him as like a joke.
Yeah.
And he got mad at them and had it destroyed.
Funny.
Like, it wasn't shown publicly or anything.
Ah, that's funny. I mean...
But, like, that hasn't been 100% proven, so we don't know.
I mean, there was the, remember the Astro Boy artist?
Yeah. All artists draw porn!
Yeah. It's not a surprise.
They all draw porn. They will all always draw porn. Unless, like, they're incredibly, like, sex-repulsed asexuals. Like, porn is fun.
Except for when you gotta do pornogamy. You gotta do your, what did we call that? Where you were trying to figure out, like, the angles and stuff like that?
Yeah, porn's hard. It's also fun.
Hey.
I was drawing porn back in middle school in my notebooks and using, like, my whiteout pen as cum. I didn't even know what sex looked like all that much, but I drew it.
Oh, you mean you didn't have a glue brush?
Yes, porn is actually really good for anatomy and stuff like that, because you have to learn a lot. Otherwise, it'll look janky as balls.
Mm-hmm. Case in point, look at my art.
Yeah, as someone who has drawn a lot of both, anything smutty or sexual is objectively harder. The only thing that's harder than that is maybe action scenes.
Mm-hmm.
because you have to make sure your anatomy is looking good, and you have to make sure everything's in the right place. Otherwise, it'll just fall apart.
I always imagine those in like the anatomy classes where they do like the live model drawings. I always imagine those were a lot of fun for y'all art folks.
I've been in them before. It's just drawing.
Well, you have the real life lighting and angles and stuff to look at. And I know how you are when you find like a piece that gives you a good angle that you like.
Well,
So that's
you
why I
don't
figured
usually
it'd be
get
fun.
a good angle because it's a human sitting there. You usually get a human sitting in front of you. You do quick sketches. Or you're concentrating on one thing specifically, like the bone structure or something like that. Usually in art classes, you don't just sit down and like draw a whole piece. No, it's like, today we're doing anatomy, so we're going to be doing the inner bone structure. Today we're doing shading, so do a quick outline and then work on the shading, stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, that'd be kind of dumb to like work on the entire thing in one sitting, because you're, for one, not going to finish it. And while the person's sitting there, you're just going to do like they have to take a break, I think, like every 15 minutes too.
Yeah.
So you're going to have little chunks where you're not even going to have the model in front of you. Honestly, to me, they always just look cold.
Yeah. Poor things. Yeah.
We had once, she came in and she had like the robe, but we were just doing hands that day.
Aw, poor thing.
She was like, okay. He's like, you can, we're all gonna file out of here and get dressed, and while you get dressed. Just so she's not cold.
Yeah.
And they always like, put paper and stuff over all the windows and stuff like that.
So you have like control the lighting.
References always help, even just like little, MS Paint or notebook drawings of stick figures, it always helps, 100%. And I think they're cute. I like them. Do them anyway.
I did one for her birthday.
Yeah.
It made
I always like when people who don't do art, like in any serious extent, draw things, because it's always fun to see where their brains go. Because when you're an artist, you can kind of see, it's like, oh, they did this, and their thought process went this, this, and this. But it's really cool to see people who don't do that, especially watching them, because it's interesting to see where their brains go.
Yeah. I mean, you see me, like, I usually start from top down. Like, I don't know. I don't really...
Yeah, you don't put much thought in it, which is also cool.
I don't have the practical to think, I guess.
Well, it's also not something, like, you've spent years doing, like I have. You're not a weirdo. This is why AIs can't draw hands.
Well, like,
Notice how my hands are hidden.
I mean, like, learning what to think about?
Yeah. It's a
Really
big
helps,
process,
I imagine.
especially if you want to do it on any serious level. One of the first things you learn if you have any, like, actual level art classes, especially from drawing from real life, is drawing what you see and not what you think you see, which is surprisingly hard.
Yeah.
And you have to kind of get used to the whole drawing while not looking at the paper thing, like touch typing.
Yeah. So, like, the whole time, guys, what y'all don't see is that she is not looking at the tablet while she's...
Well, I'm looking at the computer screen, but if I was drawing from this, I would probably be looking at it more.
Yeah.
But if you're doing, like, draw from life, you're going to be drawing what you see and not what you see in your head. In fact, there's a book called like American Girl that is written by the Princess Diaries chick, and that was one of the first things she had to learn in her art class too.
Yeah.
And drawing from life is very helpful. I know sometimes I take like times when I just find things I like and I copy them, and then I try to draw them from different angles than the references and stuff like that, just to figure things out, so I can see it, because I see things very, like, 3D in my head.
You want to rotate the blorbo in your mind.
No.
It's true, though.
Rude to me, your beautiful wife.
That's what you're doing! You're putting it in the rotato.
That's why you always say, like, how do you know where to shade? It's like, because you see it in a 3D thing.
Brain empty. My brain is just like, what?
Well, I think you'd learn that
I think over
as long
time.
as you're working with anything, really, like
Yeah.
anything visual.
Like, I didn't just immediately know how to do computer stuff.
Yeah.
I had to pick that up over time.
It's a process.
Mm-hmm.
And my style is not necessarily the best. There's some that are way more like actual drawy styles on the computer.
Hmm.
Whereas I grew up with like MS Paint, so my style is a little different from like someone who draws directly on the PC.
Well, especially too, like, skills all have their own kind of like internal language that don't necessarily translate well externally.
But some people like literally like draw or they paint their stuff with digital art, whereas I'm more digital with my work because I grew up when you couldn't really have the paint.
Yeah.
And I'm not a huge painter anyway. When I did traditional stuff, I tended to do inks and paper because I just preferred the cartoony comic look.
Yeah, I mean, like right now, this looks a lot like Neil Gaiman with like Sandman and his coloring and stuff.
Well, he's not the artist for that, but yeah. He's just the writer. I don't know if Neil Gaiman can draw, actually.
I don't know.
Let's go find him on Tumblr and ask him.
But like, this is what
Neil
I think.
Gaiman!
This is what I think of on like the Neil Gaiman style comics. So.
Oh, I love Neil Gaiman.
Right.
I love the Sandman.
So that's that's a really nice, like, that's what I think of when I think of Neil Gaiman. Sandman is like the comics and the darker colors, the somber look, the haggard people.
Yeah.
And different from the Junjo Ito haggard people.
Oh yeah, Junjo Ito, the eyes would be more like
Sunk
I'm
in
gonna see if
with
I can
lining.
draw them from memory. For one, the lids are always down.
They're like half
Or barely open. And then you have the very drawn bottoms.
Yeah.
And there's always like
Couple extra lines of suffering underneath.
you're at the top too. And then the eye.
Yeah. Sometimes with a squiggle in the middle of the eye, sometimes not. But just definitely like empty and haggard.
And then like eyebrows are super low and thin.
Yeah, because they're stressed the fuck out. And
there's some line work up here. That's a Junjo Ito eye.
So that's
the,
a really good Junjo Ito
Yeah.
eye in 30 seconds.
That's not accurate because it's a little cutesier. But that's in my I freehanded it, so.
That's really good.
Unless it's Tomei, and then it's
Oh yeah, because she's got the weirdly like.
she's got kind of almond eyes. Redrew it the exact same way.
Yeah, with 3D printers, like 3D printers and drones and things like that, they will do exactly what the instructions say. Did you do the instructions wrong? That's on you. The thing is going to do what you told it to do. The shortest distance between 2 points is a straight line. It's going to do a straight line, even if there's a building in the way.
Tomei. Alright, let's get back to the work people paid for me.
Your fucking Yoshi's Island sound effects when something goes wrong. Me floating off in a bubble making the baby Mario sounds. I was having filament problems. Is it feed problems? Or is it, like, is it having trouble putting the filament onto the thing? Or is it having trouble loading the filament? It could also be a moisture problem. That is still a big annoyance with 3D printing, is filaments don't like humid areas. So.
I don't like you.
Fair. Depends on the day. Yeah. Because that's one of the really, like, big getting your shit started problems with 3D printing is moisture in the room, because that makes your filament funky and it reacts different. Having proper heating on the filament head so it doesn't quite melt the filament at the correct thing, and you need to fiddle with the temperature. Because you got a little wiggle room, generally about 5 degrees either way, temperature-wise. And so sometimes you just need to figure it out, and you need to experiment a little bit by going up or down a little bit temperature-wise. Same thing with feed speed, for if you have like a step motor pumping the filament into the feed head. And even just looking at where, depending on how your filament is fed into the machine, if it doesn't have a good enough tension to pump the feed the filament in correctly, like if it's too tense or like not tense enough. Help me, step motor, I'm stuck. That's fucking terrible, ACOG. That's really good.
It's accurate.
Yeah, that, like I said, that there's always a lot of variance in the head heat, because you have variance in the filament manufacturer, and you have variance in your room's humidity, which will affect all of these kind of things. And just the manufacturer from time to time, as well as the manufacturing of the machine itself. So you have a couple degrees variance, but since you have a big thing of plastic being heated and pushed through and extruded through that little head...
Talk dirty to me, honey.
It's trying to do stuff that always will have a little bit of variance, and you're just going to need to fiddle with the temperatures to get what works best between that combination of the right heat and the right feed speed, so that it's melted enough to get squishy, but not so melted that it becomes liquidy and then cakes up. So
physical art is such a pain. You gotta buy like materials and shit. Ugh. I know whenever I make something, I'm like, ugh, I have like 3 inches of thread for this, and I need like 12, and now I gotta go buy it, and I'm like, I hate buying shit. And if I do digital, I could just pull it up all immediately and do it.
ACOG responded correctly to hearing step motor in a sentence, but Selena, actually, you should talk with Melissa, because she has a lot more practical experience with 3D printing than I do.
I thought she got someone else to print her thing.
Yeah, well, no, that was a company that was mass producing it, but she was talking about, like, before she got into the streaming and stuff like that. That was one of the big things she did, was 3D printing. So she actually has a lot more practical than I do. I've only done some 3D printing here and there, and I have a lot of approximate knowledge and that kind of shit because I'm an engineer and a giant fucking nerd. But, yeah. Oh, he's part of a Facebook community? Good. That's actually very good.
I want to learn how to 3D model, but it seems hard.
Well, I mean, get, like, Blender or something like that. And
cost money.
Bootleg it.
And I got so many commissions.
Didn't you say there was like a painting thing that you got in VR? Or
yeah, but it's not for like actual making things. It's just for fun.
Mm-hmm. I'm surprised there's no like clay thing in, or like some kind of like sculpting thing in.
Yeah,
VR.
because I've done a lot of sculpting over my time, and I can make things in fabric and needle felt and all sorts of stuff. But 3D modeling, I just have no idea about anything.
Yeah.
But I'd like to be able to make little guys.
But, yeah, so, like, that's honestly, that's a really good thing to be part of a community. If there's any local maker spaces, that would also be good to look up. Because, again, that's going to be a meeting of a bunch of nerds who all have practical experience working on that kind of stuff.
Alright, hun, where's the light coming from? Which direction's the light coming from?
It should be from... Oh, wait, I was going to say from the direction, but it should be from over towards that.
Good job.
So, the opposite side of the hand and a little bit above.
Yeah, good job.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you'd be surprised. Makerspaces show up in weird-ass places, so...
There's a library that does it a bit of ways.
Yeah, there's, like, sometimes you'll have libraries. There, in our neck of the woods, there's a group who specializes in 3D printing robotics and that kind of jazz. I used to hang out with one of the guys in there. He would visit when I was working there at Lowe's all the time because he 3D printed a BB-8, including custom making the motors and mechanisms inside the orb to make the thing move. So it was really cool because like the orb itself would rotate, and then it basically just had a magnet that the head would be magneted to, so that the head would stay up on the top whenever the orb was rolling around. So that was really cool. But we have like they sometimes go to cons. I don't know if they still do it now, but they used to bring an R2-D2 around to cons that was 3D printed and manufactured to show off robotics to kids and stuff. Because like it's one thing to talk about that kind of jazz, it's another thing to show up with a 4-foot R2-D2 and go, you can build this. Because little kids are like, fuck yeah.
I had such a great hatching thing last time. I don't remember where it is.
There was one company that I knew about for a little bit. That's part of what they did was they had a lot of 3D printers, and then they could basically chunk out parts of the big print that they would make. And that way, instead of it taking, 12 hours to do a single print, it would take 3 hours on 4 machines, and then they could assemble it all. Because with a lot of stuff you're printing, that's perfectly fine. You just sand it up, glue it up a bit, and fuck it, you're done. Especially if you're prototyping, pieces and bobs and stuff. When we were, a life-size Bulbasaur. Slick. It'd be fun to do with that is instead to make a Bulbasaur planter.
They got those.
Yeah. Well, especially if you could make it move. That'd be cool. There was that one guy that made the spider pot that went towards the light.
Yeah.
Till at night when you turn on your flashlight and you start hearing the clicking on the floor as it comes at you.
Yes.
I love the way those things sound. That was one thing that I really enjoyed working on the drones was I'm a very big
I don't like this. I swear I had that really nice line brush I used on the Mimikyu. I gotta remember where that is.
But I'm very big on mechanical stuff and the mechanisms of working on things. And so working on those drones down in Texas, that was really nice because in theory, we built everything mostly the same, same process, same parts and that kind of jazz. And each unit was still individually a little different. And so different ones had a little bit of a different sound to them and worked a little different and that kind of stuff. And I like that. I like the machine spirit kind of thing. I find that really enjoyable. That was when we killed when number 2 the second bit the dust. That was one of the things was we turned it on, went to go launch it, and immediately heard a change in the motors. Did you find it?
No, but I found one that might work.
But that one, we had one of our big boys at takeoff. I guess we figure a wire came loose or something. Basically, it got confused about how much thrust one of the motors was giving off, and because they are set up to auto balance themselves, at liftoff, it got confused, thought that one of its motors was working weird, went to compensate for the motor working weird, and full reversed 3 of its motors and just did a 180 and smashed in the ground. It literally flipped itself over and face planted. in front of all of us. And it of course, like, snapped off 2 of the armatures and really fucked it up. We're like, shit! Because this is, like, day 2 of 3 of this big government testy thing, and one of our models just annihilated itself on the field. So we're like, number 2, no! There were so many problems we had, because, like, we were down in Corpus Christi, which is right by the water, and Corpus Christi also has stupid high salinity in that area. So not only is there just water all over the place and it's just a muggy area, but it's like a muggy area that will just start eating things. And so we'd had some wiggly problems and some stuff that we had to fiddle with, and we actually eventually had to strip down the whole fleet of drones and put sealant basically on a lot of the wire connectors, because it was just starting to corrode the connectors in the units because of just how salty and stuff the area was. So it's like, fuck. So that was a shit ton of soldering and heat gunning, and we basically put in a day with all of us sitting there just stripping these things and working on them, and it was miserable. But we needed to do it because otherwise we'd have another one just like flip out in midair or something. So, but it was fun. It was really nice.
That'll have to do. It's not great. Oh, I wish I could find that one I had. It should be in my cross-hatching section. Yeah, I'll just do tones.
Was it in your cross-hatching section?
I
Like
don't
when you used
see
it on the Mimikyu?
I don't see it.
Maybe it was in a different. Maybe it was like a different brush.
Ah! That's the wrong one. Wait. No.
See, this is what we talked about before, where like Clip should just make it easier for people to be able to, you know, buy and sell these brushes to each other, because y'all hoard these things when you can.
I do.
Artists do.
I'll just highlight some of the stuff.
There you go. This is y'all.
Because I'd like to highlight the scar especially. Because that was important.
Yeah.
So that's the thing I'd like to highlight the most if I could. This fucking brush has no density control. Why you do that?
Is it the
Why
one?
you make things harder for me? Alright.
So like when you push on it, it doesn't really affect anything?
It affects the size, but not how dark it is. So everything's like overdone. Not a fan. So everything comes out like super dark. Or super bright, depending on if you're using dark or bright colors. Alright. Time for the autism creature.
Hey, what will the creature get now?
A cucumber.
Oh, is that why it's got its paws up? It's in a threat
In
display?
a threat position.
Hey, pickle.
Ice pickle wreck. That's what it looked like, right? I don't remember.
It's Cucumber Dan. Legally distinct Cucumber Dan.
Alright. Time for Kitty.
Kitty kitty meow.
Yeah.
Meow kitty meow. Hey. Beep 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 beep. That's okay, Muffin.
Boop. Boop. There it is.
There you go. Does that look tired and haggard enough for you, Muffin?
Basically. Can I just freehand everybody by now? No.
What's that you say? Reference everything? Good.
App. I couldn't get the color to look right with the heavier line work. It would just look weird.
Yeah, it's kind of, other than a bit of blonde in the hair.
Yeah, I mostly tried to emphasize the scar.
Mm-hmm.
But if it had bright colors, it would just look a little weird.
Oh,
hey!
speaking of Kitty. Hi,
Speaking
Kitty.
of kitty, we're just about to do kitties. You're right on time.
What's that you say? Wait, where's the thing? Oh, there it is. It's a Wade! Fight back!
Honey, you're not gonna fight people.
I'm not. I'm mostly just gonna say, hello. Hello.
Hello.
And welcome to the stream.
Hello.
Hello.
A woo. That's a good reference.
Welcome to the stream.
This is the Patreon request stream. So every Saturday and Sunday, the wife does art for the 10 and 20 tier requesters on her Patreon.
Wait.
Well,
Yan 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 me haruyo.
Aw, well, we thank you nonetheless, Kitty.
I mean, that's accurate time to time it.
Yeah, it was a good job.
And I do have a reference for Melissa, just outside my reference folder.
I was gonna say, is this a safe for work one?
Yes. Rude. I actually don't think I have her not safe for work one on here. But it's in the chat, so I can find it.
Yeah. Is Melissa giving Kitty the head pats, or is it Kitty giving
It's
Melissa
Kitty giving Melissa the head pats.
Well, as a Kitty, she
Unless
would...
I was horribly dyslexic about it, but I believe that's what it was.
I don't know. I don't look.
I'm not sure. Kitty butt left, Melle-d right. Yeah.
There you go. You were correct. You were...
I am pretty dyslexic, though. She has to take off her hats to get hat pats.
Kitty, as a Kitty, understands how head pats feel nice and help when things are terrible. So she give Melissa head pats when things are terrible for Melissa. Obvious. Yes. Much good. And then she gets cheese clapped.
Yeah, we should put flaps of cheese on her face, too.
We gotta now. This is gonna become the thing. Wow, you have a Kitty character? Bold of you to come into chat. Cheese clap.
Just make that an emote. Just cheese plap on everybody.
It would be kind of like, I guess you could have it like an angled cheese slice so it looks like it's being thrown at something, and then just have like, that way you can make it look like you're throwing it at whatever. It'd just be like cream and cheese plap.
Stars and shit.
But the question is, Does kitty also have boot up noises like a kitty?
Probably.
Hey. Boot up noises are half the enjoyment. When you wake up and make the cute noise.
Every day I wake up, kitty in my butt. They really were. I was gonna say like kitty butt in face.
Hey. Some of them do. They just sit on your chest. And you start to wake up and it's like, ah, hello cat. Some of them are just like, hey, hey, hey. You smell, and they lick you. Some of them just try to sleep on your face.
Yes.
They do not wish you to wake up, and also you are warm, so they are here now.
Yes. Pop, 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 pop.
Hey.
Everyone keeps using these as actual pictures. They're not that good.
They like
They're
them.
drawn in like 30 minutes. They're not high quality.
Yes, they pay
I
you
gave
for
her
the,
ears.
They pay you for the high quality ones.
Yeah,
Oh, did you give her little ears as well as
I
the
did,
cat
yeah.
ears?
I was thinking it when I was drawing Melissa's ears. I can't draw high quality in 30 minutes. This is fun. Which ones are real?
Kitty with the little X butthole. like doing the stretchy with the little X butthole at
Yes.
you.
I got a little X mouth, but that was just to separate her mouth from her moles.
Little emu. Emu face when she shoves stuff off the counter.
I'm not sure I can do it on Twitch.
Well, it's not porn. If you draw her more kitty-like. All the kitty characters just standing and hissing in a cucumber on the floor.
Actually. Kitty butthole.
There you go, kitty at you.
Yeah.
That's Kitty's new image when she goes to raid another channel.
She shoves her butthole in her face. Just what she should do is she should take like a cat butthole drawing and then put like your face on the other side. Like this. So you're like showing a cat butthole, but it's still your face.
And it would just be hello.
Yeah.
That would be your hello emote, and you spam it when you raid somebody. It's just like, but hello.
Put the giant kitty balls on it.
Calliope, it's Calliope.
Wait. Oh, it looks like a mad face. Henya!
Are you saying that Kitty has giant honking balls?
Yes. I think the little kitty balls are cute. It's a shame we have to cut them off. You can get purses with them on them in Japan.
Remember
They're
we
just
had,
like a cat butt.
we were at the one con and we saw the corgi butt that had the little
Yeah.
X butthole purse. That was so cute.
There you go.
Coin purse.
What did Melissa do?
I imagine that's just comfort when the chat is being weird.
She could be cuter.
It's just like, there, it's okay. Eventually the chat will forget about the egg thing. They won't.
Shit, what was the egg thing?
Oh, remember how they, she's been doing the little dragon babies? And, that's been really cute. People are like, so did you lay eggs? Hey, did you lay eggs? Did you lay eggs? It's been, days.
Someone tried to commission me for an egg laying thing, and I was like, anything but pregnancy, really. And that counts.
Hit.
Sorry, that counts.
It's been pretty, like, it's been a couple of days.
She's an
now.
artificer. Obviously, she just made it.
No, she has, like, a shaped person, like, she could just have changed person shape potions, basically. Plus, Durgan.
She
Durgan
just
not...
made it.
Egg-deficer.
Yeah.
We should tell her you said that. Get spoon.
It's fantasy. Why can't you just make a baby?
I mean...
No one's stopping you.
She did, like... The dragon has just, like, form changing inherently, and then Melissa can make potions.
Yeah.
It's just magic.
No, like, no one's... like, you already don't need two men... like, two men. A man and a woman to make babies. So what's stopping you from just being like, I want a baby. Skitty skadoodle baby noodle. Just... baby. Like, that makes about as much sense as anything else.
Congrats, you've made a magic 3D printer.
This is the whole, like, J.K. Rowling thing. It's like, oh yeah, I totally am okay with, like, magic and coming back from the dead and all this other shit and time travel, but you don't identify with your, you know, assigned gender at birth. Like, that's not good. It's, like, so stupid. And it's like the Ender's Game guy where he's like, oh yeah, I'll take, like, child slavery and space war, but gays? No.
Nah. Gays
So
in my future? No.
What's the point of being all into this, like, stuff that's so against reality, but you draw the line at fucking, like, trans people and gay people? Like, why?
Goliath. No, Kitty, it couldn't be. It's not a cantrip. Wait, if it's a cantrip, does that mean it starts getting weird when somebody's like a warlock and they start getting whispers from beyond?
Yes.
Oops, new baby.
Does the fucking, like, stork brings them? You can just have the stork bring the babies!
Magical
That makes as much fucking sense as anything else, why not?
magical stork.
How are babies made in this world? Stork brings it.
Yeah.
Cool.
That would be...
That makes about as much sense as literally everything else.
Great, we have a high-level encounter. It's a fucking stork. It casts nice level.
I have a baby if you're both girls. Bitch, I am a dragon.
One is a dragon and one has a gun. Are you gonna argue with them? No, young dragons give you the babies. I've seen the art y'all commission.
Now, if you want to do egg-laying shit, go off, but, like, you don't need it.
Yeah.
It's not required.
This seems awfully extra.
Magic exists. You can just magic a baby. Who cares?
Extra. Beep, beep, beep. Wiggling on the orb. Hee. My orb of bouncing.
I hope I got the moles on the right side. I'm apparently always getting that wrong. All my references are wrong.
One on the lip, one below the eye. That seems right.
Yay! Woo! I'm so dyslexic with this kind of shit. Start having some fucking, like, perfectly symmetrical characters, guys.
No wabi-sabi, only symmetry here.
I mean, mine constantly flips back and forth. If you look at, like, my avatar, and then you look at my in-game sprite, the things are on the opposite sides. It's because I just do that thing where you, like, blow your hair and it's like, and it all goes to the other side. Calliope's symmetrical, except for your outfit.
Yeah.
So no, I can't draw you ever again, Calliope. I'm no longer drawing any asymmetrical characters.
Because, like, you've got, like, Nebula, who has the armband on one side and the piercing. Yeah. You've got, like I said, Calliope's outfit. Kitty's got piercings and the mole. And I'm trying to think, what's on Melissa? Does Melissa? Oh, Melissa has the tattoos on
Melissa has the tattoo that's covered so you forget it.
Yeah.
Also no half-hidden clothes now.
Skedaddle Skadoodle are gonna use the symmetry noodle on you.
Skedaddle, Skadoodle, your dick is now a noodle.
I cast Limp your wand. Yeah, spell fight me now, jerk.
Oh no, there's a cute fight.
A cute off, if you will.
Obviously, I'm the cutest. No. But I am the most demonic, as far as I can tell.
I'm the cutest.
You are very cute, honey.
Yeah.
I've drawn you cuter things than that. I'm evil. That's how I get you. I kill people. Ah, damn it!
No, you're the first person to actually add the rings?
Ah, was it on the wrong horns?
No, she meant nobody's done it before at all.
Oh, I thought it was in one of the references. Did I dream it?
Maybe?
Little moe blob hands. I mean, damn, I swear one of the references had the rings. Damn. I dreamed it. I like pierced horns, though. I think it's a neat idea.
Yeah, I think it's a nice little aesthetic thing.
I mean, if you have these big old horns, why wouldn't you, like, pierce them? I'd, like, wrap ribbons around them.
Yeah.
So you can make a little pattern?
Ah, right side has rings.
Oh, see? I'm just dyslexic. Ha! I knew I saw the rings. I'm just dumb.
And obviously, Kitty, from personal experience, yeah, she's adorable. It's free real estate for decorations.
Yeah!
Yeah.
I mean, everyone has, like, their character... Like, some people have their characters so blinged out, but then they have, like, horns or something, and there's just nothing there.
Yeah.
Like, you might as well, like, wrap... Like, if you already have, like, braiding in your hair that has, like, ribbons in it,
Yeah,
you might as well just continue that on your horns.
Honestly, one of my favorite things has always been horn caps. I always like the caps on the ends of the horns, especially if you have, like, something dangling from the horn cap.
You know
I
why
love
we
that.
think this?
Why?
Homestuck.
Yeah, but you shouldn't say it in public. But yeah, like, I've always liked horn caps on fantasy stuff. I think it looks nice. It's just that nice little bit of aesthetic. Like, you can't really tattoo a horn because, like, it's hard stuff, but you could do piercings or
you could
add-on
carve
caps
in
and
it.
stuff. Mm-hmm.
Those are always cool, too. Though Calliope can't do that. Her horns are already kind of busy.
Oh man, do you imagine like having like Iron Bull's horns, like the big horns like that, and then
Iron Bull's
Oh wait, no,
horns
just
are kind of... Oh, never mind.
Am I thinking of the wrong
I'm thinking of a different guy. Never mind.
I was thinking he's got the broad horns.
Yeah,
right? Yeah.
because I remember I drew a piece once where my player character had his legs tied on those horns, and he ate them out.
See, I always like the idea of like having like the big horns like that, and then having them scrimshawed. You know, like where you like etch little scenes on them and stuff.
Yeah.
Like that just seems baller.
I'm surprised there's not more people with etched horns. You could like put stuff in there and stuff.
Well,
Put like gold leaf and junk.
Yeah, I was gonna say because like if you scrimshot or something like that, you could put like colored resin or gold leaf or something. So
Oh yeah, colored resin in your horns. That'd be cool.
yeah, remember like the tables and stuff where it has the glowy resin in it.
Hollow them out and slide shit in there. I have horns of holding.
Holding these nuts. You got a prosthetic horn because you got it broke off doing dumb shit, so now you just have a hollow
You just
horn.
wear like the headband with horns on it. Everyone thinks it's real, it's not. So you don't even have horns.
Oh, you know, I was thinking since all these other people are all D&D people, I should make the puppet like a D&D character and make it a warlock. Because, like, one of the things warlocks can have is just, like, some horrific thing from beyond grants you power to get you to do stuff, right? But have the puppet itself be the source of the power and just picks up somebody.
Oh, yeah. Well, the thing is, Iron Bull's horns are like this. This him face. And they're like this.
Yeah.
So if you tied someone's legs like right here, there's their feet. Like that's just perfect. But he's got like the Tavros horns, so They're pretty big. I'm not going to draw what's in the middle of that.
Saddle up.
But he's also huge, so he could just lift the player character up. Yeah. I never finished that, too. Really only works for those horns, so it's either Iron Bull or Tavros. Because it doesn't really work with the other kinds of horns, only like the long ones.
Yeah. Well, because those ones are nice and broad, like a longhorn steer.
Okay, did anyone play Dragon Age and not think about tying themselves to Iron Bull's horns?
I think a lot of people just thought of sitting on his face.
But that way he could just carry you around like a feed bag.
No, I mean like literally sitting up facing.
No! You're
Like-
tied to his face. Call yourself monster fuckers. I am obviously the superior monster fucker.
You've taken extra levels in monster fuckery.
Really, it's like a lower level of hell. And I'm on a lower level.
Oh, okay, so instead of taking a level, you've taken a depth.
Yeah. The depths of it.
Ah, yeah, they're at depth 14. Oof.
I don't know, because I'm also not into like egg stuff and a lot of vor, so I'm not completely low, I guess.
They start off with like the basic depths where it's like Varric.
But I also like people teeth. I don't know, I recently got in because of the Little Nightmare series. It's the more humanoid monsters, because it's that contrast between like a humanoid character and the monstrous trait.
Yeah,
like the
Lady.
teeth, the eyes, something like that. And I was really into like really more monstrous things, and there's just that like subtle, almost like eldritch, not completely right contrast, and it really appealed to me, so I'm more into that lately.
Or the yokais from that Tokyo
Yeah,
game.
yokais count. They're usually somewhat human-shaped.
Yeah, I remember the noises you made when you saw the slit mouth woman in that Tokyo game.
Shut up.
9 foot tall lady.
But it's just, it comes off more eldritch, and I've always been a big eldritch fan. Like, what's more eldritch? Like a giant pile of tentacles, or like a woman whose eyes are like an octopus's?
Yeah.
And just keep sucking you in. Like
something
that's
a little
more
off to the
unsettling,
left.
and I like that more. Because I am a horror fan at the base of everything.
Yeah, it's that uncanny valley.
Yeah.
Where it's like, it's right enough to upset you because of the things that are wrong.
It's incomprehensible, but it seems familiar, and I love that look to it. But I also feel like I'm like throwing in my Monster Fucker license, drawing more humanish monsters. But I love that contrast. It's so good.
See, some people are like...
Maybe it's just I've been a monster fucker so long I needed some variety.
See, some people are like, Uncanny Valley, upsetting. And you're like, Uncanny Valley, horny.
Hello. And I still like really monstrous monsters, especially the fucked up ones.
Mm-hmm.
But I've just been more into more people-shaped monsters lately.
Horns. Did I show you the one, there was that, it was like Oat Studio or something. It was like a collection of a lot of shorts. And one of the ones that was in there was this, like, infection thing where, like, the bodies of the people started, like, coming together as being, like, the things. It was that one where it was, like, the bloody hand slaps on the wall and then you see, like, a bunch of hands as it, like, stuff coming forward.
Yeah, that's good, too.
Yeah, that was good stuff.
I count that, because it's something that's recognizable, but not.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas most, like, bigger monster things and more traditional monsters are less recognizable, but I feel like that familiarity breeds unease.
Yeah. I think that's why The Thing did so well and stuck around for so long. Because they did a shit ton of good practical for making very recognizable, but also very wrong.
I would define that as my monster fetish right now, and familiarity. Familiarity. That's close enough. That breeds unease.
Yes. Familiarity. It's like Moriarty.
Thank you, sweetie.
Chef Boyardee.
I speak English, I swear. I speak English more than some of the people watching this, and I can't even speak.
Yeah, I know, right?
I'm so pathetic sometimes.
God. Melissa's like, I don't think I'm saying that right. It's like, Melissa, you speak multiple languages. None of us here can judge you.
What do you mean she speaks?
I don't know.
See, in America, you can get by being stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hit me.
It's fine. No one cares. Everyone's stupid.
Yeah.
I mean, we know
If
she's fixed at
everyone's
least two.
stupid, no one's stupid. At least I draw cute pictures.
Hey, Melissa, no sad. Cheese on face. What? Plap.
I throw cheese on both their faces. More cheeses.
Honestly, the cheese plap has been really good meme. When you draw the cheese plap, I'll take a picture and send it to Melissa.
No, I'm not gonna draw the cheese blap.
Do it.
Ow.
Give in to the dark side.
You don't tell me what to do. There's so much white in both these characters.
The homestuck eyes, the white hair.
She still looks like a homestuck, yeah, when I draw her all chibi ways.
Isn't she? I mean, you.
I think that's funny that she knows nothing about homestuck, but she looks so homestuck.
I know, right? It's like perfectly done. Knows nothing about it, but that's fine.
Are you truly a monster fucker if you don't know homestuck? Yes.
That just means you're a better one, I think. You've
There's
managed.
some good, like, monster fucking stuff in homestuck, though, with the xenobiology, though.
Yeah, just means you've managed to remain untainted.
I remember when you were trying to get me into it, and I was looking through stuff on Tumblr back when Tumblr still had its porn, and I was like, you didn't tell me there was a shit ton of monster porn! I was like, I would have gotten into this so much faster! How dare. You don't even know me. Divorce. Do I still hate the puppet?
What's oh yeah, that one. I was like, what's wrong with that?
Not
Oh wait.
you, sweetie!
I was about to be like, what's wrong with puppets? I was like, wait, no, wait. Yeah, no, you're correct.
Yes.
Little Cal is great. Oh man, draw Calliope like Little Cal.
No, I hate Little Cow.
God, that's heinous.
I don't even want to look at a reference. Oh, why you kill him? They don't do nothing.
Doom is shining a light on the creature.
Doom's just mad because he already got his. You've already got yours, Doom. You don't get no more. Everyone gets one! Well, two, if you're both. True! I'll get around to that, I guess. But this is a 20, so you don't get another one. I believe the eyes were purple. I'm sure I have one with her eyes open somewhere. Stop booping me, Doom. I'll kick your ass. Oh, they're green. Well, Miku green. Wait. I forgot the ear things. Miku Miku nishite yakiru. I'll Miku Miku the shit out of you.
Hey.
Paul, are you looking up how to do your artificer thing?
No, I was looking at warlocks, and honestly, Fey warlock would be hilarious for a puppet because it causes like illusions and crazy stuff and charm.
You're very charming. I'll give you that one. Yeah, Paul, shine on, just like Doom said.
Kitty is very happy with the head pats.
Stop.
Cheese flap.
Doom is bored. This am baby. There's spots I missed.
60 FPS art.
I mean, is this technically going at 60 FPS? I guess it's how fast Twitch will let you.
I don't think you could do art at 60 frames a second. Can you make 60 frames, Dave?
Isn't it technically going? Because the stream is actually going now.
I mean, yeah, you're uploading it at 60 frames a second.
So there you go. It's technically art at 60 frames per second. Bitch. Tell me what I is not. I am 60 frames. If the animation was just a line, like when each frame was a line, I could maybe do that.
Yeah.
I don't know, I don't animate.
What if the archface spells is just called seeming? What the fuck is that?
You don't see me.
No,
John Cena.
John Seeming. Do 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 do. Wait, what even is that?
No. Alright, horns.
Hey.
Each activity.
You know, it didn't have a rape timer, that one.
I don't even remember. Witchy, witchy, come on now. Fancy crises. Witch, witch.
That was such a fun anime. It was silly.
You didn't even watch any of it.
I watched it with you!
You didn't watch none of it. What's the plot?
Chick's hot for the dude.
No. It's more of it than that. And I barely remember it.
Oh, seeming. There it is.
Sleepy. I'm very sleepy.
Hey.
But I'm also almost done.
Woo!
It's the last one.
Ah, so seeming is an illusion you can cast on other people. Hi, zombie. Doing pretty good.
The layer is locked. Too dark. Ah, you're right. I always forget the tail ring.
I think that's the one thing you say. You always forget the tail ring, so now everyone's just gonna remind you, don't forget tail ring.
I always forget it.
Yeah.
I'd be up a normal amount.
Yeah,
It's just a rainy, gunky day.
and
we had to clean the house.
It's been dreary today.
So we've been a busy.
Mm-hmm.
They're potentially checking apartments tomorrow at random to see how good they're doing. Or something. I don't know. I think they recently got bought up by someone else and they're probably assessing shit. So I was like, this is a good enough excuse as any to clean shit up.
Yeah. I mean, we do clean pretty regularly, but, you know, it's nice to just do it, like...
Yeah, just pick up clutter and stuff, especially me being the art bitch.
I did a complete dusting of the TV and vacuumed and stuff like that. It's nice.
Working on project shit gets stuck places. I've been sending a lot of people over. I remember like the first year we were here, I don't think we ever had anyone.
Do what, like, just work on stuff?
Yeah.
I don't think so. But remember, they did get, like, new owners and stuff.
Yeah.
And they seem to be a little more active on taking things.
Déçu.
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 Hi. Déçu.
Hi, Kazumi des.
Hi, Kazuma Déçu.
More pinky. More! More! Too pink! Yes. Ah! Ah! Unlock the lair.
Oh, there, Crunk.
Okay, I think that's everything. Wait, this looks too light. There we go. Okay.
Okay.
We got one more thing to give to the octism creature.
Don't forget the cheese plap.
I'm not doing the cheese plap.
Boo!
But I will do it on the octism creature.
You're gonna cheese plop the autism?
Yes. Cheese. She can still see just a bit. Alright, let's organize these bitches. One of these things is way too big, 'cause I draw big for no damn reason.
Capcom presents one more Ultra Burst! Bonk.
Ultraman.
Hee.
That one's gonna be fairly transparent, so probably put a backdrop to it. Ah! There we go. All right. That's everything for tonight. And just about in that 3 hours.
Yep.
All right. Y'all have a good night. See
Thank
you
you
next
all
week.
for coming.
Bye-bye.
Bye. And